And we're live.
We are live. Hi, welcome to the Madhouse for the Soluri.
No guts, no glory hour.
Here on Monday, we're making
420.
420.
420. For you people out there, 420.
420, yeah, you guys know what that means. But
That's April 20th, it means.
it means we're moving closer to May, which is nicer weather, which I'm really psyched about. The Jeep and the beach and
the bike riding. My wife took me bike riding this week.
I did, yeah.
My ass is still
Well,
killing me.
his ass took him bike riding, yeah. I can't say I really took you bike riding. But.
Man, they got to make those seats a little bigger, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, but we want to just cover a couple of things tonight before we introduce our guests. First of all, my sister, the very talented Carol Spallone-Smith, has directed Bye Bye Birdie at the James Street Players down in Babylon, in the heart of Babylon. They had their opening weekend this past weekend, and rave reviews. Packed house. Everybody's having a great time with it. It's a really fun show. Dick Van Dyke originally played one of the leads, and
Albert, I believe.
Yes, and tickets are on sale. The box office. Actually, can you read this?
I
Do
can't.
I need my glasses? Hold on, I need my glasses. They never really look good, but 631-649-4140. That's the box office number. They will have a performance this Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday there's a matinee. So really try to get tickets and go see it. My sister did a fabulous job, well as her crew and cast.
We urge you all. It's in Babylon. Buy your tickets. Get down there. Support my sister-in-law, Janet's sister, Carol, also known as Honey. Help her out. You won't regret it. It's a great show.
Yeah, and you just need to support your local talent. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's why people do it, you know?
Yep.
So that's one thing I wanted to say. The second thing I want to say is this Friday night, everybody really needs to get out to Mulcahy's in Wantor because our dear friend Les Jansen and his band, the White Snake cover band, Slide It In. Yes, I said slide it in.
Said that last night, too. Are we live?
They're playing at Mulcahy's in Wantor this Friday night. If you like White Snake or if you're just a lover of music and rock and roll, I'm not just saying this because Les is our dear friend, but
right. These guys put it together. The sound they create is amazing. The singer, I mean, it's just a great show. It's at Mulcahy's, which is a great venue, nice stage, big place, easy to get to the bar.
Yeah, like the old rock club.
They have an outside and everything. It's really, really great place to be.
But
we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. They are the closest thing to White Snake. That's no lie. So get your butts down there. It's going to be a beautiful night. This is what the nice weather's all about. Come out and support these great musicians. And if you meet them, tell them we sent you. And,
yes. Share our name with them.
Yeah, definitely.
You might get a free drink somewhere. Who knows? Yeah. But also I'd like to give a happy birthday to my daughter Vanessa, whose birthday just passed on the 16th.
Happy birthday.
And to my niece Tony Marie Chivola. She's 20 today. Happy birthday. Love you.
She's 20? I thought she was 21. She's 21.
She's 21?
She's 21. Happy 21st
birthday,
Tony.
Today's the 20th.
Yeah.
She's 20. Wow, she's 21.
Yeah. But we, couple more things. We went this past weekend to the Bolton Center to see our friends Barnaby Bye.
Yes.
And they were amazing. Bobby and Billy Alessi.
Yes.
Famous
great show.
Musicians. Mike Riccadella on drums. Pepe Castro on guitar. Mike Barbarich. I can never say it right. Just a phenomenal show, and then they had Gene Cornish who came out
from the Rascals,
and Rich from the Illusions came out, and they rocked.
Yeah, it was a show. I mean, we urged you guys to go. They were sold out. Look, keep in touch. Check out Facebook. We'll let you know when the next show is. But it was a show not to miss, man.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna put up some video on our wall of
that'll be coming soon. Yes, we did some filming there. We went backstage. We met the guys. It was great.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put up some video of them doing some live stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to give a shout out to a friend of mine, Joe Catelli, who owns the Coram Car Wash, hand car wash in Coram. It's on 260 Middle Country Road. They do a great job. If you want to get your car done well, go see them guys. If you want to see some cute guys before you get your car done, ladies.
Yeah, I like going there because they're cute. Justin and Billy, hi guys. But they baby my Jeep. Listen.
They take care of your car.
They take their time, and I like when they take their time. They do a really good job. Hi, Justin and Billy and Joe.
But
anyway.
Get out there, 260 Middle Country Road. Phone number is 631-451-2300. Tell them Vinny and Janice sent you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, bringing this around, we covered all the things we wanted to cover today.
Yes,
On
bike
this
riding, nice
washed
weather.
out
and-
day. Yeah, I'm going bike riding tomorrow, so I can't wait. Although I got that hockey injury last night, I need an MRI for 'em. I can't move the left side of my body, but we do have some great guys
We do.
in the studio
We
tonight.
had the pleasure to sit with them for an hour before the show, and
Absolutely. So if anybody is a fan of Johnny Maestro, and I mean,
everybody's a fan of Johnny Maestro.
You can be young, you can be older. Johnny Maestro, who was actually born John Mastrangelo.
Mastrangelo.
Mastrangelo. That's it.
He's a beautiful.
Right.
Mastrangelo.
Yeah, an amazing singer. Of course, he passed. He left us in, I believe, 2010 at 70 years old. But anybody that knows him from the Crests or Johnny Maestro on the Brooklyn Bridge. He had a brief solo career as well, but he actually recorded one of my all-time favorite songs, Worst That Could Happen.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's a lot of people's wedding song.
Yeah.
It was a big wedding song, you know. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he even I think he may have played in some wedding bands at some point too, which we're going to discuss now.
because our guests do a tribute to Johnny Maestro.
They do, and they do it really well.
So let's introduce our
Let's
guests.
not wait any longer. So I want to say good evening to Neal Stuart. Hi, Neal.
How you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's
Happy
good.
to be here.
We're happy to have you here.
It's fun in the Madhouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And listen, what happens in the Madhouse?
Stays in the madhouse.
Okay.
Better had.
So if you would do us the honors of introducing
Okay.
some of the guys from you. It's not the full band here tonight, right?
No.
Some guys couldn't
some
make
of the guys
it.
couldn't make it.
Right.
They have regular jobs, and
And you're a 7-piece, right?
yes, we are 7.
So this the better half of 7.
Right.
Yeah,
Better
4.
half of 7. 4 out of 7.
Oh, I don't think they're gonna like that you said the better
I mean,
half.
I don't mean the better half, but out
You don't
of
mean
4
that.
and 3, it's the larger
The
amount
large,
of 7.
yeah, greater than, greater
The
than.
better half, right, Ralph?
Okay.
Well, to my left, right over here, is John Williams. He's one of our vocalists. Next
Hi,
to
John.
John is Ralph. Ralph sings, is one of the vocalists. And next to Ralph is Rod. Rod is our bass player. And Rod also sings vocals.
Great.
And I sing also.
So you guys, everybody's singing, so you must do some good harmony.
Yeah, we do our best. We
4-part
really-
harmony.
Great
Yes.
harmony. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I know the harmonies are big for you guys because first of all, the Johnny Maestro had.
Maestro.
Yeah.
But you guys, back in the day when you guys were younger, you did a lot of doo-wop because that
Yeah.
was growing up in the age of doo-wop and
They didn't call it doo-wop back then. It was still just called rock and
acapella.
roll.
It was
I
called
guess
rock and
doo-wop
roll.
is like within the past 20 years or 25 years they started calling it doo-wop. But when I was growing up, it was just rock and roll or rhythm and blues.
Okay.
A little R&B, there you go.
Yeah, and I started singing. I've been singing. People tell me I sang before I started talking, but I started really singing professionally at 14. I sang with an a cappella group. I grew up in the Bronx, and the name of the group was called the Zircons. We were one of 2 very famous a cappella groups in the Bronx, the other being the Five Sharks. And we're from the Fordham Road area, and I lived on 182nd Street, which is where my group was from, and it was great. You sang on the street corners, you sang in the subways to get that echo, you sang in the hallways.
Hallways.
Yeah, until the super went and chased you out. Or if you sang in front of the building, there was one woman that always poured water out the window.
Oh, really?
Get
But
out
you know
of
what?
here.
I got hit with that.
Listen, I'm sure people wish that we were, well, I can certainly say I wish we were back in a time where people getting thrown water on them was because they were singing, not because, they have guns and everything else. I
Yeah.
mean, that was such a much nicer.
That was, we were an annoyance to them.
And you started singing at what age?
14.
And I think we have some proof of that, Vicky.
You really
If,
gotta show that.
I'm going to go to Vicky.
Yeah, we love
There
that.
he is, singing at 14 years old.
Yeah, with some nostalgia. I like nostalgia.
And he still had nice hair. Look at that. He still got the
The
hair.
old pompadour, yeah.
Nice.
Well, he still has nice hair.
He still has nice
Yeah.
hair, right?
Ticking me off.
And listen, I just want to say,
I detect a little jealousy, Ron. I detect a little jealousy.
Tommy Lynn, you have some competition, and it's right here. You're gonna have a hair off one night.
Hey, except his is still brown.
There you go.
This is still brown.
Yeah, well, he's
Mine's,
a little younger, though.
I have what they call mature worry streaks. So
Listen, it's all good. It's
I
experience
hear
comes
ya.
with that. So
I hear ya.
there's
There you go.
nothing actually wrong with that.
but I enjoyed singing. I still do. I mean, I've always loved to sing. I start during the day. You know, you used to listen to records on AM radio because they didn't have
AM
FM
radio, I
back
remember
then.
it well.
The records, remember the records?
Yeah, 45. Yeah,
Good invitation.
I always thought that was an instrument in there to play that, yeah?
and
I played
you
it.
know,
That's what I play. I play that.
you'd listen to Murray the K or WMCA or WABC or 1010 Wins, and you know, I'd listen to like Jackie Wilson or the Flingos or any one of those groups that had great harmony.
Well, the radio was really big that.
Yeah.
Well, remember they didn't have TV that. So everybody used to sit around and watch
Do
the
you,
radio.
Johnny Maestro, his first band was with the Crests.
Right.
Right? Do you know one of his female singers, somebody that sang with him? Do you know who that was?
Patricia Vandross.
Vandross.
Luther
And
Vandross' sister.
that's right. And do you know why she
Wow.
no longer sang with them? Like she had.
They're good. They're good, these two, huh?
She did her homework.
Yeah, she left.
does.
She had to leave the band, sadly enough to say, because who would ever leave if I had a chance to sing with Johnny Maestro? But she was only 14 at that time, and her mother did not want her to
Right.
travel with older men, you know.
That's right.
And actually, the Crests were the first biracial, one of
Yes.
the
Yes.
first
Yeah.
biracial bands to record and
I think the
a
other
group like
being
that,
the
which
Dell Vikings, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
which
Yeah.
is that's
And
a
then
good
after
thing.
that, I think it was Hootie and the Blowfish.
No, I mean,
It was a long
They were very
stretch,
negative.
yeah.
but it's coming back.
bit of a stretch.
It's coming back.
Yeah, yeah, just a little bit. So you grew up in the Bronx, and that's
Yeah.
how you started.
Yeah,
and that's who you
basically.
liked.
And then at one point I stopped. I sang a little bit before after I graduated high school. Then
I'm afraid this is
in
gonna
this,
catch
that
on
was
fire.
in the early
Wow.
'70s. Got married, had children. You raise a family. You had to. I didn't have the know-how to take my career any further with singing, so I sang and I worked. So, and then even though I worked, I still sang. So I sang with everybody else's band. I sang separately by myself, and then about 3 years ago, I was with another band, and there was a little bit of drama that went on. I won't go into details. but-
Drama in a band.
Drama
I
in a
can't
band?
imagine.
Yeah, that's unheard
Something
of.
Janet knows
Yeah,
nothing
right.
about.
I know nothing about that.
And anybody who's been in a band, you know, it's like a marriage. You're actually married to the
Yeah,
people
you're
that
married
are
to
in-
more than one person. That's
Yeah,
the trouble.
that's what Jan always says. It's like being in,
Always.
you're in a 5-piece band, you're in a 5 relationships, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And somebody said that was bigamy, and I said that's bigamy too.
Exactly.
And she says, you know what you want to sing, you know how you want to conduct a band, start your own band. So I did. And I didn't know the name, and I wanted something that reflected New York, and she said, how
Your
about
lovely
the-
wife. What's your lovely wife? Why don't you give her a shout out? And
Chrissy,
and
she's right over
that's
there.
right. She's in the studio.
She's in the
Chrissy.
studio with us, my beautiful wife, Chrissy.
And she was the inspiration.
Yeah,
who
she
came
is.
up with the name.
I've always sung to her for the past 25 years, and she said, how about calling it the Empire State? It reflects New York. So we became Neal Stuart in the Empire State.
Yeah, that's got a good.
I thought you were
ring
going to be Neal Stewart in the Queensboro Bridge.
Yeah. Well, the name Bridge has been taken already.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know, behind every great man
It's a great woman.
is an even better woman.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I always say.
And no offense intended, but I have the best.
Well, that's
I
good.
know.
You
I know
should-
Vinny will.
You should think
Well, I
that.
have the second best.
Every guy should.
We all have the best that's suited to us.
There you go.
Exactly.
Amen to that.
Well, seriously, and you guys, because we're going to talk to you as well, you all know you have to have the support of, if you're in a relationship. If you do not have that support from that significant other,
For sure.
you can't do what you love. And I know a lot of the guys that we've had on our show, they always have great support behind them. And we know so many people in like multi-projects,
There's no
right?
question.
Ralph and
Support,
Les.
and support's like one of the main things, even in
Yeah,
sports.
5 different
You have some good
projects.
support.
Tony Waller and Tommy Dolan, they're
Yes.
all in all these different projects. But the key behind that, they all have wonderful women, hi ladies, that totally support everything they do. So, you know, you guys are lucky.
Yep.
And what about those women in the band? They have wonderful husbands.
Yes.
Yes, we think so
They
too.
do. That is true. So let's hear from the rest of you guys.
guys.
How did you where'd you grow
yeah,
up?
How did you guys find Neal?
I found Neal in a supermarket.
See, I love that.
First, I'd
Do
like to
tell.
say to Alyssa, my granddaughter's going to be a birthday. She's going to be 12 this Thursday.
Oh, nice.
And at the same day, my daughter Amy and her husband Mike are married. It's the anniversary. So, Heidi,
Fabulous.
Nice.
That's
Congratulations.
a beautiful thing. All
Listen,
the way around.
hold that because we're gonna come right back with you.
Okay.
Because we got the sign. We're gonna go to commercial.
You got it.
And they're gonna be right back. So you guys stay tuned. We got some good stuff coming up.
Les Jansen, Mike Torelli, Matt Rotolo,
Teddy Cook.
and you're watching Soluri, No Guts, No Glory. Hour.
Stretching under sedation or manipulation under anesthesia is a very gentle, very precise procedure to very slowly release any scar tissue that is formed as a result of a traumatic injury. Many people ask, how does this work? Will I get hurt? Will you stretch me too far? We only stretch the body part to its normal range of motion. After completing the post-MUA rehabilitation program, it's very common that our patients say to us, hey, I can play ball with my kid again. Hey, I can bowl again. Hey, I can enjoy hiking again. This is what makes it rewarding to us as practitioners.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
And that was a quick commercial.
That was quick.
We're right back.
And those were our friends from Slide It In. Don't forget Mulcahy's this Friday night. Anyway,
Hey, good work, Tom. I like that blend you did.
yeah, you did good.
I gave him an uncut version and he cut it right in nice.
Our chairs are squeaking. It's really annoying.
That's all
I
yours,
have to
honey.
move away from
Don't
you.
say yours. It's you. It's you. You keep twigging and moving around. I'm trying to sit still here.
So anyway, where we left off, you met in the supermarket.
Yeah, my wife was online with Neal, and she heard him singing, and she liked the way he sounded. She says, "Oh, you sing very nice." My husband also sings in groups in the past years, and introduced me to Neal. We shook hands, exchanged numbers, and a few months later he said, "I have an opening for the group. It's going to be a Johnny Maestro tribute act." Johnny Maestro tribute act, and I said, I always was crazy about Johnny Maestro my whole life. Loved the sound.
Yeah.
Every
Great
song, I played his songs over again. I was very excited to be part of this group. Very excited.
Now,
Yeah, well,
now did it go more like, I like the way you sing. By the way, those strawberries are on sale.
You might say that.
But you know what?
Right.
You do. I mean, singers, they start humming, they sing, and people catch on. And musicians they tend to attract to each other, and you
Yeah.
know, and that's how it happens. And sometimes you find the greatest bands that way,
In
you
the
know.
strangest
And
ways,
when
yeah.
we first had our first rehearsal, I mean, the band and the sound, it was like, wow.
Well, now, were you the last one in out of the four?
I guess so, yeah.
He's
Okay.
the newest person.
Let's take a quick minute out. Can we mention the three guys who were not able to
Yes.
unfortunately be here tonight, and we'll give them a little kudos
Okay,
as well.
sure. Joe Cordani.
And he
plays keys and sings vocals.
okay.
He and John sort of
Well,
worked the.
Joe was with the group a
arrangements.
long time, and he worked out most of the vocals, so you gotta
Okay.
give him the dibs on that.
Right, and Joe's been he's played with the Raves. He's also done a stint with Randy and the Rainbows, in
Okay.
his fame. Then we have Frankie Carr, who's our lead guitarist, and he was the musical director of the Exciters. Tell him you're never going to leave him.
Okay.
That's pretty exciting.
Right. He also had his own band back in the '60s called the Tea Company, which evolved from the Naturals, and he was also in the Critters. Mr. Dyingly Sad,
Okay.
and Younger Girl.
He did Beatlemania, didn't he?
He also did Beatlemania. He was
Oh,
in that.
great.
Oh, nice.
Early days.
You love the
Yeah.
Beatles
Yeah,
here, we can tell you that.
I've
Yeah.
seen them, and I think
was
we
in
went to Jersey one time for the Beatle Fest, and they were there. Oh my God, we love the Beatles.
Great,
so.
yeah.
And then, last but not least, Jim Mantegna, who's our drummer. He was been with. Played back drums for a singer called Little Buster, and he's also been with Jukebox Saturday Night.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
So.
So your brass for the band is
Is
incorporated
key-
through the keyboards?
keys, yes.
Yeah, exactly, which is nice.
Nice,
because, you know,
yeah.
it's fun, but
Years ago, that wasn't possible. It's only through technology that you're able to do it. now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
and
there's
this-
so much with technology now for music, you know. So
Well, Johnny Maestro, I have a quick story, and then we're going to get to the rest of you guys, but that song came out, Worst That Could Happen, I believe 1969,
68.
68. I was 7, and my
Wish I
dad
could say
was
that.
my dad was a big music buff. I mean, he was a singer and had every type of music. He was not biased. He loved everything, and the music was always on in our house. And I heard that song, and my heart just went like a flutter. I mean, I fell in love with that song, and every Saturday they would do their shopping because they worked during the week. And one particular Saturday, when I first heard that song, my dad came home with the 45. It was on Buddha Records. I'll
Exactly.
never forget the label.
Wow.
And I played the shit out of that record.
on her little
And I-
Victrola.
And I sang it, because I love to sing, and I love
know,
to
I
sing
can hear.
boldly, and that's a great song to sing boldly. And to this day, that is one of my dearest, most favorite songs. I love it. The man was amazing.
Yeah,
And I can see
I
why.
myself love Johnny Maestro too, but I just couldn't let my friends know that. We'll listen to Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and The Who. I'd have to go home and listen to my Johnny Maestro by
Those
myself.
things
You
too,
know?
yeah. I saw many years ago. I saw the very first goodbye concert to Tommy at the Metropolitan Opera House.
Oh, with The Who?
Yeah, I was sitting right in the front in the orchestra, expensive seats back then, and I heard Tommy coming out of my ears 3 hours later. So
They were great.
Yeah.
They were great. Now, Ralph, when did you join the band, and how did they find you?
Well, about a year ago, my wife saw...
Not the supermarket.
no, no. At the... she saw it on the internet, was looking for guys. And I had just recently retired. I was in the restaurant business. And she said, "Do you want to get into something like this? I know you love to sing." I had left it, to raise the family as the boys did. And I said, "Yeah, let's see. I'll meet with the guys." See what So we met with Chrissy and Neal, and we sat around, discussed some of our aspirations and limitations as it was. And we gave it a shot. I mean,
Yeah.
We all came together, and the harmony meshed. It came in a nice blend.
And you feel it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You kind of know when it is.
you
You
know when it's right.
Right.
And you know what it is too? But you know that because also a lover of Johnny Maestro and the guys in the band. I had the good fortune of meeting Freddie through our relatives, and I had the pleasure of serving them at our restaurant and stuff. And,
Oh, wow.
and we went to see Johnny at concerts and things like that. Beautiful people, wonderful men, and when we eventually got to it, and I said, "Wow, the sound is there." And it's a true tribute. That's why you
Yeah.
stay with it.
Right.
That's why you get involved with it, because
Right.
it's a tribute. It's not an
Right.
imitation. It's not a...
Right.
Well, we talked
a
about
loving.
it before. I mean, you don't have to look like any member of the band. What people really want is to come and see something as close as they possibly can to the real thing who is no longer with us. And when you just love the music, as long as it's portrayed as true as possible, it doesn't really matter, whether you look like
listen,
the person or not.
they all started on the radio, and they didn't listen to the radio to see them, they listened to hear the music.
Exactly.
And it's the
Yeah.
same with being
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's the sound of the music. Same with the old big bands when you're way back in the back, up in the upper seats with the nosebleeds, they call them,
Yeah,
sitting with
nosebleed
God. You hear it, there to hear music, man, and
That's right.
that's what it's all about. So the tribute bands that put it out correct are the ones you want to go see.
And I wanted to stress one thing. I'm not trying to, when we sing, I'm not trying to impersonate Johnny Maestro. I want to make that clear. The way I sing, I've always sung.
Right.
I mean, 25 years ago, my voice was a little higher, but
Singing the boys' choir.
yeah.
A lot of things were a little higher 25 years ago.
Okay,
Sorry, honey.
but
No, she knows.
but you know,
bad.
I don't try to impersonate anybody. The way I sing is the way I sing. I sing from my heart. That's the way I sing. And the music we sing is people come to hear the music, not necessarily us. That takes them back to a better place.
Yep.
What you did when you went on your first date, or
Exactly.
went to the prom, or
Got married.
got married.
People
You could hear a song and picture yourself where you were at that time.
Exactly. It
When the
takes
song
you
clicks
way
in, you're like,
back.
oh my God.
That's the
I
beauty.
couldn't
That's the
agree with
beauty
you
of
more.
music
Yep.
because it transcends and
does.
it touches like nothing else. Really, like nothing else.
Well, back when we were all younger, I mean, that's what you had to go by. The music brought you back to places you were.
Yes,
Now all the
exactly.
technology, it's all the videos and pictures
exactly.
and cameras
It's
and
a little different
everything
now.
that brings you back. Oh, remember the time? And
exactly.
Even some you don't want to go back to.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And Rod, so we get to you now.
So I'm looking through ads, I'm looking on Craigslist, and I see this ad for, a Johnny Maestro type band. And I was, when Johnny Maestro was in '68, that was one of my favorite bands. I'm a great lover of, great vocals, and for sure that band was one. I'm a great lover of people that can sing like Johnny Maestro in his range, because his range just
Yeah, amazing.
soars. I mean, there's no breaks in
Soars
his
is a
voice.
good word.
It goes
That's a
from
really appropriate word.
normal to falsetto, but he never hits.
Mm-hmm.
It's all natural.
Right.
How does he do that? But anyway, so as soon as I saw the ad, I said, I got to get in touch with this guy, and we got together at a Starbucks, I think, or something
Yeah.
like that. And,
That's always a good meeting place.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, well, take
Good
a listen.
coffee too.
Yeah. He said, well, take a listen to these CDs, and I was blown away.
Yeah.
I
Really?
was blown away by these CDs, and it was incomprehensible to me. So that's where it all started, and we got together shortly after that, and
And how long ago was that?
it was probably about a year or so ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing like when it clicks as a musician.
Yep.
I mean, because you, I'm sure, have been with other or been on other auditions or what have you, and either immediately it's no good, not interested. Let me get through this song and be polite and move on,
Right.
or oh my God, I can't wait to hash this out and sit down afterwards and talk and start planning. And
Or
you
it-
guys pretty much knew that right away.
Or
right?
it could work the other way, where you say, "Oh, this band is really great. I really love the band. I can't wait to get into the band."
And then you get that phone
And
call.
then you never get the phone call.
You never get the phone.
Sorry,
I thought it was so
but
good.
that spot's full.
But I guess you never know, right? And there's so many
That's
musicians
right.
out there. But
Well,
in
we
this-
shouldn't say that because somebody's gotten that phone call.
We've all gotten that phone.
Yeah, we all have,
That's
absolutely.
the music
Or
business.
just
Any
never
business
got-
you're in.
Or
Yeah.
just never got a call at all. But that's part of the game,
Yeah.
whether it be a job, a regular job,
Absolutely.
a date, a
Mm-hmm.
second date, whatever it is. I mean, listen, it's hard knocks and everybody's got them. And if you don't, you're not living in a realistic
That's
world,
right.
Right.
But we're going to take a quick commercial
Because
break.
we just got the call.
And then we're going to come back and I want to listen to you brought some videos
Great.
with you.
Yes, we did.
So why don't you take us out to a commercial, Neal?
All right, we'll be back with the Soluri No Guts, No Glory Hour on Madhouse TV.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
He's a natural.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have 2 practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multi-discipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
It was
That's nasty.
crazy.
And we're back.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
This is again during the commercial, like we always tell you. You guys don't realize what goes on back here during the
fun
commercial.
stuff. Fun stuff. But anyway, we want to go to video because Neal was kind enough to bring some footage. It's hard to set up a full band here sometimes, so this is the next best thing. So we're gonna play the video.
We're going to play a promo video.
Yeah, it's a promo. It's a montage of things. Is that what
Montage.
It'll
it is?
give you a little sample
3-4 songs.
it'll give you a little sample of what these guys do
Yeah, they're
and
great.
why you got to come out and see them. And then when we come back, we're going to tell you where you can see them.
Mm-hmm.
So take it away, Vicky and Tommy.
Yes, earth that I walk upon is heavenly. Blessed is the love I bring to her. I know what it means to her. In the eyes of that girl, I love everything to her.
Great job.
Back. That was
Loved
great.
it. Loved it. Loved it.
That was
Loved
really
it.
great. You guys are a good representation of a
Thank you.
fabulous.
The worst that
fabulous-
can happen got my wife again. Every time she hears that song.
Love that song.
She loves
Listen,
it.
you
You
know,
fall in
now,
love all over again. That's what it's all about.
now, do you guys know how they got their name?
Yes.
For Johnny, I'm going to let you say it then.
Well, the Brooklyn Bridge was actually two groups. Johnny had sang for a short time with the Del Satins, and there was I believe the Long Island Rhythm Method, and
That's right.
they got together in Johnny's manager's office. Easy for you to say, Neal, and they signed contracts, and they said, "Gee, this group is going to be harder to sell than the Brooklyn Bridge." Bingo.
They said an 11-piece band,
Yeah, it was a gigantic
a
group, right?
collaboration
Yeah.
of these
That's
bands.
it.
Right. And they had it. And it's, sometimes that's how,
Yes.
That's what
names
sold the
come
group,
together.
yeah.
Just, yeah.
And it really, the Brooklyn Bridge ain't hard to sell. I've sold it like 17 times already.
There's a lot of people that are
I'm a
willing
good
to buy the
salesman.
Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah. Now they, I know anybody watching this is a Johnny Maestro fan, chances are.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how old you are, how cool or uncool you think it is, but people love him. And he always did a lot of fundraisers. I know he
Yes.
did a lot of the latter part of his career, did a lot of like schools,
Right.
which made it an easy opportunity for people that didn't have to spend a lot of money on tickets. I mean, which is, bringing you back down to like the way things used to be.
Exactly.
And to hear great music. Now, they were inducted, I need my notes here, but they were inducted, now this was with the Brooklyn Bridge, not
Right.
with the Crest, into the Vocal Group Hall of Fame in 2005,
Right.
and then in the Long Island Music Hall of Fame in October of 2006.
Yes.
So
It took so long.
Yeah.
And they still haven't been inducted to the Rock and Roll
And
Hall
they
of Fame.
deserve it.
And
Yeah.
he certainly
I was gonna say.
deserves it.
Holy cow, they're like the Pete Rose
I was
of
just going to
the
say,
Hall
just
of
like
Fame.
Pete
Exactly.
Rose. And what do you guys think, by the way, Pete Rose? I don't know if you go
Yeah.
down the road.
He just got a gig doing color commentary for baseball.
Okay.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
what do
I
you
think
think about
it'd
him
be
getting in the Hall
Should
of
he be
Fame?
in the Hall of Fame?
I think
Yes.
he
Yeah,
should.
I think he
Yes,
should.
yes,
Should,
yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Say- we all
You know
think
what?
that.
I would be a little skeptical if he bet on his team to lose, but
Yeah.
he bet on his own team to win.
Right, and that's.
I mean,
you
and
know.
isn't that the goal, is to make your
Yeah.
team win? So,
Yeah.
and he's Mr. Hustle.
And there's so many other people that have done worse things. since
Exactly.
The
Tycon.
guy definitely
Yeah.
deserves a chance.
Yeah. And it has that great commercial out now, too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Even this hall, that is hall. I seen that.
Well,
I
on the wall.
said, good for him. Good for
Yeah.
him.
Definitely.
You know,
So
talking
hopefully,
about,
hopefully soon we'll see maybe that he would get inducted. But it is a shame that they are not yet
No.
into the
And
Hall of Fame.
something I
So-
say at the end of that video that you saw, good music never goes out of style.
Never.
That's true.
Never.
That's
Never.
true.
They're classics. They'll remain classics
Exactly.
forever. And just to play that music, you guys must be thrilled every time you.
I mean, there'll never be another Johnny Maestro. All we can do is present him his music in the best possible fashion.
Right, now, did you guys ever meet him?
I have.
Yes,
I
I
have
do.
a couple of times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
I actually met him couple of times, but there was one time, because he learned how to become a recording artist too. He studied all the mixing.
Oh, audio and
Oh, he
mixing,
learned the
yeah,
mixing.
which
There
is
was
a
a
great
place in
thing.
Islandia that he was playing at. I heard it on the radio announced, and I was riding around. So I told my wife when I picked her up and we shot over. There was only about 250 people there because a lot of people didn't know about it. They were having the 40th reunion of the place where he learned how to do recording.
Oh,
But
And he came.
he sang in front of 250 people as if he was singing in front of the Queen of England.
yeah.
Wow.
With all of his heart. And
But that's what you do. When you're
I
a
said,
real
Johnny,
artist, that's what
I
you
says,
do.
it doesn't
Just-
matter if you have one person or a million person, you sing your heart out.
You know why? Like you said before, you sing it with your heart.
Yeah.
I think most people really do, because you love what you're doing, right? And therefore it comes from deep within. I mean,
And
it,
people
you
see
know,
that too.
But
Absolutely.
I
Well,
was
yeah.
going to give dibs to the members of other members of the Brooklyn Bridge because all the singers, Les and Freddie, God bless his soul and whatever, they're phenomenal singers and
They
phenomenal
really are.
musicians.
Sure.
You
Well,
got to give the
it
dibs.
took
how great.
all of them to
Exactly,
make
yeah,
that
'cause
harmony.
it's-
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
All of them. All of
So
them.
that's what made it
Wanted to
so
give
good.
them, the
And,
dibs.
there's nothing better than great harmony, whether
There
it's
isn't.
three
Like the
parts,
Barnaby
four parts,
Boys we
just-
seen Saturday night. Those guys, the Leslie
Oh,
Brothers,
my
Peppy,
God,
and
just
Rick
amazing,
Adela.
amazing.
Good
I
stuff.
actually, when I hear them play Barnaby Bye, hi guys, we love you guys. They literally make me cry. I know it sounds really sappy, but
Yeah.
as someone that really appreciates great vocals, when you hear great vocals like that, well, when I hear great vocals like that, it does it totally. I cry.
I don't.
I
I just enjoy it.
because it's that beautiful. You know, it's that beautiful.
I met Johnny Maestro. So I'll refer back to when I first met John. I always sing. My wife and I were at a business conference. Has to be like the early to mid 1990s, and the Brooklyn Bridge was playing there. And I was singing in the hall, and we've gotten off on the wrong floor. He heard me sing,
Really.
and he told me, "Never stop singing. You sound great."
It's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
that's
mean, and where were the small camera phones when you needed them then?
Exactly.
Do a selfie.
Can you imagine all the stuff with
Better than
back
that
then?
lady that was dumping the water on you, right?
Everybody's a critic.
I want you to tell me, even though she dumped the water, you still sang.
Yeah.
Tell me you still sang, even though she dumped the water on
You
you.
got in a little further. So
Take a couple of steps over and you
Went
kept
under the
going.
Nothing
hood.
stopped me.
He's moved down a little. She didn't have a good arm. So.
And Ralph, where did you meet him? In one of your establishments? I know you have restaurants, right?
Thank you.
You had.
Yes, but we met him at one of his shows because Freddie had introduced us, Freddie Ferrara.
Okay.
And we spent some time with him. And genuine, beautiful person.
Down to earth.
And with the voice to match. I mean, the essence of his vocalizations was.
Now,
fantastic.
Freddie was in the band,
Yes,
correct?
Freddie-
And you
Freddie
knew
was-
Freddie?
Yeah.
You were friends with Freddie. Oh, that's nice.
We met Freddie through relatives of ours who are very good friends with them.
Wow.
And Don and Steve. And then we became friends and we went out a few times, had dinner. And again, rehashing the different things of the different groups and the music. It's fun. It's fun.
You know what's funny? Because we get to meet, we're fortunate. We get to meet a lot of people. We have a good friend, Kevin Mazur, who's #1 entertainment photographer. Gets us to do a lot of things. But you see these people, they're so big. They're so big. You listen to them all your life and you meet them and they're just like, this is real people, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? They're
yeah.
just like happy to meet you too.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? It's like, it's
Which
it's
should
really
be.
nice.
It's not. They're no better than anybody
Right.
else. They're talented and people are in awe of them. But when all is said and done, at the end of the day, if they didn't make it, they're still that same person.
And they put their pants on the same way. you
Exactly.
had.
I was
They
just
have
gonna say,
issues
they
like
put their pants
everybody.
on one leg at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah, some people are more fortunate or have the right connections. There's a huge amount of talent out in this world. Huge. People that, well, now with the internet, more people have visibility. But still, some people.
But don't get me
never
wrong.
be
Some
able
of
to
them,
take
some of them ain't so nice. But then again, there's some just people that ain't famous that ain't so nice.
Yeah, true.
So like I said, they're humans.
But he was not unapproachable. He was very approachable.
Right.
Yeah.
It just took me by surprise when he stopped me. He said, "I heard you singing. It sounded great. Don't ever stop doing that."
Now, Rod, did you ever? You never had a chance?
I never met him. I saw him at a show that he did, and I remember seeing him. He was doing, I think there was a while he was doing either a 4-piece or 5-piece group, and he was playing bass and singing,
Oh, okay.
and he blew me away.
Really?
And because all the time that I was growing up, I said, well, this guy's just a singer. And, you know, when I was playing bass at that time, and, you know, and he could wipe the floor with me. I'm saying, how did that happen?
Did he play guitar as well?
How
Did he
is
play
that good?
guitar as well? I
Yeah.
guess, right? A lot of times.
Yeah.
Rod stalked him for a few years, but once that order of protection got there, you know, he had to stop.
over.
Yeah, well, it's nice to know that everybody says he was such a good guy
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
can we see another one of your videos?
Sure.
Okay, Tommy, if you're out there listening, I know there's another video that we're gonna watch here. Video
I
number
think it's Vicky.
3 or Vicky, the
It's
lovely
Vicky.
Vicky Mealy. Tom is not so lovely. Vicky's the lovely one.
This next song was was recorded by a man named Al Hibbler in 1954. It was featured in a motion picture, and many of you may not remember that, but you will remember this version done by the Righteous Brothers, and it was featured in the movie Ghost. And here it is. It's called Unchained Melody. Touch.
And we're back. Hey, Vin.
Hey, I don't think we get as close as we used to anymore. I really, we got to get a lot closer. So anyway, so you guys are, where you going? That's it, stay right
Wait, I'm
nice
right here.
and
What'd you make
tight.
for dinner?
Listen, if I'm going to get into character, hold on a second. Hey, so, I was, I put a little oil in the thing over in the macaroni tonight.
Macaroni.
Okay.
Is that good?
It's good. It's good. Yeah. What else did you do? Did you clean the house today? You made the sauce.
What do I look like to you?
Vinny Pooh.
What do I look like? I'm here. I'm trying to do my show.
What do you-
Hold on a second. I'm trying to do my show here. What do you want from me?
You're my house bitch.
She comes up with the jokes.
No, I steal your jokes.
I'm so glad you decided to let me sit with you tonight.
You did?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
getting tired. But anyway, I was in the other room there and I was listening. You guys are really remarkable. Aren't they great?
They're very good.
Thank
Get
you.
back to what you
You're-
were.
Thank you.
Because very rarely do I get a chance to
Yes,
do this.
husband.
So now, from what I understand from the show tonight, you guys answered ads and you were in a
Supermarket.
do it again.
Do it again.
I started the
fell asleep,
band.
forget about
He's an imposter.
The short naps are great, aren't they?
Tonight I'm making linguine and some toast. I'll do anything you want. Linguine, anything you want. No, seriously. So you guys, where you going?
Oh, no, I'm right here.
You see him
Sorry,
turning.
Vicky.
You see him turning right out there. But anyway, so who answered the ad? You answered an ad in the
Rod and
newspaper,
myself, yeah.
right? And
Mine was on the internet, I saw.
you were on the internet.
Right.
You surfed the internet?
No, my wife.
Oh, your wife surfed. I was
Yeah.
going to say because and you actually started this.
Yes, I actually started it, and
Listen, if you're
You-
going to continue to do that, we're going to have to end the show now. Because you're getting me excited. Thank God the desk is here. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good thing I like Vicky and Vicky likes me, I think.
I know the other guy had a problem getting something up, but I mean, I got that issue.
The drawer's not open.
The drawer stopped, to slam the drawer. No, so, I was listening to the videos inside, actually phenomenal. I really got to tell you, we had the pleasure of having the bridge at the old studio, obviously without, Maestro, obviously, but he's resting. But listening to those videos, you guys are phenomenal.
thank you.
Thanks.
Now, are you playing anywhere that
That's
we can come and
exactly.
see?
Vinny, that was my line.
Well, no,
See? Go ahead, take it, Janet. Do what you got to do.
well, May, for my notes here, May 28th.
I think it's.
Which is on a Thursday.
Hold on a second. Can't start it again.
Okay, May
Just a minute, hold on.
28th, which
One
is
more
on a
time.
Thursday.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. May 28th, which is on a Thursday, we will be at Levittown Public Library from 2 to 3:30. That's in Bluegrass Lane in Levittown.
Great.
And we have some more shows coming up in November and December. And we're working on a few for the summer as well.
Very rarely do I allow Vinny and to bring any music in here, but I'm going to say this because I really like these guys.
Oh,
I
me
was
too.
listening to the video. Can you do something live here someday?
We're really not set up for today. I would love to.
Not today.
Well, not today, we know that.
Not today.
We
I
know
mean,
you're not
could
prepared.
you?
He's
I
asking-
want you to come back and do something
Oh,
live
sure.
here.
Would you be a return guest?
Sure.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know,
Would love
Now
to.
there's four of you. Obviously, do you sing to tracks?
No,
You have a
usually.
We have a band.
You have a band. Could you sing to tracks?
We could do a couple acapellas.
Yeah, we
Not
might.
a cappellas. The music, some tracks in the
We could probably lay
background.
down a track.
Four
Yeah,
microphones.
sure.
Yeah,
Could probably
we can
lay
do
down a
something,
track.
yeah.
Because it's hard sometimes to bring in with the drums and the instruments and
Of course,
everything to
yeah.
get the sound that I really want to come out.
Right.
She's got it. She's got it. Look.
You've got
She's
the
got. Yeah,
magic touch.
yeah. How's that song go?
You've got.
Can you do an acapella right now? Would you
Yeah,
mind?
can you do
No,
something?
we never, we're missing one key guy.
We're missing
We
one-
couldn't- Maybe next time, we're
I can
missing a
sing.
key
He
guy.
could do it.
Yeah.
He fills in everywhere.
As you can see, actually, We needed that
you
trailer
hear-
that
did
runs
you-
along the bottom saying,
Did you
"Don't
hear
adjust
something?
your channel."
Did you hear something?
This really is a
Nothing wrong
big
with your
Soluri.
TV.
No, I would really love to get you guys back to
That'd
do
be a pleasure.
something.
Thank you. It'd be great to. Yes,
I know
thank you.
now. I remember the last studio we had that you were in there, and I remember really enjoying the show.
Thank you.
It was
was a
phenomenal.
pleasure, too.
I have to ask you, where did the hair come from? That's yours. I know it is.
Mom, Dad,
Yeah, it's,
That's amazing.
thank you.
Tommy Lynn.
I mean,
you got competition.
Put a lot of fertilizer on
You know,
it.
people our age don't have hair like that, and I had to ask you. That's absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Lot of-
I'm not making fun of
lot of-
anybody over here. I'm
You not so amazing. Don't want to get
But you know, my grandmother, God rest her
Gotta get a
soul,
fake one
she
just like
died.
his.
She was 95 years old, and when I saw you,
I look like your grandmother.
she had so much hair, so
Yeah, really,
much
so
hair,
thick, yeah.
and I can't. It's got to be. It's incredible to be our age, and really, I mean, that's amazing.
There's a lot of men with a lot of hair. So
We don't see
No,
it.
there's not.
You should see
No,
the
there's
power.
not.
You should see the power of the hairdryer he uses.
Yeah.
It blow dries his hair.
He
Tornado
needs to
power.
hook up
you
to
know.
a generator.
that
Yeah.
lot of spray.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, too bad we didn't have a quick picture of Tommy Lynn to put up there. We could have done side by side.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And really
That's
to
fine.
do like a little vote in, call
Yeah,
in and
yeah,
let's
yeah,
see who
yeah.
has the bigger head of hair. Because we always tease Tommy about that. He's got a great head of hair too.
Somebody had mentioned that somebody met in a grocery store. Is that true?
That's Tom.
How did you meet in a grocery store? Because I missed that
Well,
part.
my wife was on checkout line, and he was singing. He never stopped singing. You probably could
You were
ask-
singing in the grocery
Yes,
store.
Chris,
Yeah,
his life. He
there
never
was something
stopped singing
playing
all day
on,
long.
on
he said.
the loudspeaker, and I just happened to sing with it. I do that.
It's what I do.
It's what
This
I
is
do.
what I
That
do.
was what I do.
Good.
And you were singing, and now you actually saw him singing.
My wife
No,
heard
his
him.
wa- his
I
wife,
was
Pat,
waiting in the
heard him
back,
sing.
and she says, "Oh, I met Neal. Yeah, it sounds really good. Let me introduce you to him." So we shook hands. He says, "I'm in a group that we like to sing Johnny Maestro songs. We like to give him honor, Johnny Maestro honor." I said, "That's nice. That's wonderful. I sing with the devotions also, and great bunch of guys, by the way." And I said, "That's great. If you ever need any help with arranging harmony, something, I love to do that." So a few months later, he called me up and said one of the guys didn't want to do it anymore. I'd like to come down and give it a shot, and that's it.
Amazing.
The rest is history.
Amazing. I always believe that there's fate in everything that we do. I strongly believe that. And, to have you four guys and listening to those videos in there.
And to have
it
Tommy
was-
here now sitting
It was
next
just
to
amazing.
me.
Let me. I have to ask you this: does my arm feel much larger than Vinny's? Tell the truth.
He's packing some guns here. You're in trouble. We have the hair competition and we got the guns competition right here.
But no, seriously, kidding aside, I mean it's amazing. My father used to sing. I never really heard him, but I knew that he did, and he never pursued it. I know that was always a passion of his. So to see people, at our age that are out there doing what we love to do is just an amazing thing.
Now,
It's
do we have
amazing.
one more video? That we don't have any more video. We played all the video.
You know what it is? I think we're all in agreement, just to be able to go out and do what we love and have people smile and have a good time. That's
Isn't
what
that
it's all-
incredible?
That's
I
what it's
mean,
all about.
to
That's
do
what
that.
it's all about.
I mean,
People
to
could
walk
have a
out on
really good time,
stage and to
enjoy
have
it.
people just clap and, when we
Enjoy
started
themselves.
this business, I was always a little shy to get up in front of the
Vincenzo.
camera. But I've always wondered what the feeling was like to walk out on stage and look out into that audience. And believe it or not, I got the chance to do it this. Hi. Just want to bring this on. Yeah, take off the jacket.
Okay, we should do a closed eye thing.
I always know. I always
and
wondered
other
what it was
things.
like, and just ignore them. And to walk out there and have those people clap, and I got to experience that last year and a couple of times this year. But it's got to be the most amazing feeling in the world. And then when you deliver what you deliver, which is phenomenal in and of itself, and to stand there, it's got to be a little surreal in a way.
It is. It really is. Because the reason you're doing it is not for yourselves. You're doing it to entertain the people, to make, as I told them before, you're taking them to a better place at time. First date, first kiss,
Yeah.
and your wedding song, things like that. It just makes you feel good.
Well, God
Absolutely.
bless
Well,
you.
we-
It's
we-
amazing.
We are thrilled that you guys were here.
And we do
tonight.
have to ask you to come back because we're
Yeah,
out of
to wrap
time.
up.
But-
We want to let you, we want
come
to say
back
one more
with the whole
time, you're playing
We're playing at
Levittown Library.
Levittown Library, May 28th, 2 to 3:30. Be there.
Right, but
Okay.
I want to
Have
say
fun.
one more thing. At the end of the week, you should have your Facebook account up.
Yes,
Because people want
I'll
to
have
know
a
where they can
Facebook
find you.
account.
And you'll be found as what? How will they find you?
We'll find us as Neal Stewart in the Empire
Empire
State.
State. Okay.
And
so
tune in next week, we have Mike Funk coming on.
Mike Funk, great actor, huge talent. He's making some great movies.
And it's my birthday.
And it's Vinny's birthday.
All right.
So stay tuned next week. I want to thank you guys.
Thank you.
And we're gonna
Thank
bring
you,
back Tom.
co-host.
Thank
Gonna
you.
bring back
I always
Tom.
wanted to say this. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Good night. Have a nice night.
Have a great week. We love you guys. Peace out.
That was all.